This video is brought to you by Patreon supporter Alex.
Well, would you looky here? Another Scalarworks mount. This time, it's model number SW0110. This one came with the HoloSun HS503 from Patreon provider Alex. So I have to say a huge thank you to Alex because I get to review this, and I'm very excited. Scalarworks mounts excite me. They really do. Not only are they American made, they're fairly affordable. Yeah, the one that Scott sent me was around $400 or so, but you can't deny how much machining, ingenuity, and time went into them. This is no exception. It's beautiful. Everything about this is fine. There's zero tooling marks anywhere. Fit and finish is second to none, and it's got the cool thumb screw lock. Yet again, I wish it had a coin slot, but Scalarworks thinks otherwise. I'm sure they engineered this to be perfectly fine the way it is, and of that I have no doubt, just personal preference. Anyway, completely looking at this opinion aside, it's a piece of art. And it's completely, it's almost weightless. We'll touch on the weight soon enough, but just know that this fits on the base of this HoloSun perfectly. A little bit of play back and forth, but there's only so much you can expect. You get 4 screws to lock this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're good to go. Now, as far as weight goes, this is actually going to be perfect because I have the original mount from HoloSun right here. And I'm curious to see the difference between this standard mount, which is not quick release, versus this one. Now, I'm a big fan of saving weight. I think a lot of people are, with the exception of the PRS guys, which if they could buy a mount that weighs 3 pounds, they probably would. However, I am not of that mentality. Standard mount comes in at 1.8 ounces, which is still considerably weightless. This one comes in at 1.6, so 0.2 of an ounce. But can you feel that between these two? Side by side? Absolutely. 0.2 of an ounce is actually a lot heavier than you might think. Now, yeah, you're probably going to be laughing at me, but a 40 grain 223 is actually less than 0.2 of an ounce. Yeah, is that enough to feel it? In my mind, it is. But you don't spend $150 on this to save 0.2 of an ounce. No. You spend the money to save 0.2 of an ounce and get the quick release feature and be able to get this in one of 3 heights: 1.42, 1.57, and 1.93 of an inch. You could also get this across different Aimpoint mounts. Add all that up, and you get a pretty sweet thing. Do I like it more than the standard mount? Overall, yeah. Is it worth $150 in my mind? Probably not. You see, 0.2 of an ounce is not really that big of a deal. Height-wise, isn't really that big of a deal. For me, I'm perfectly fine keeping a little Torx driver like this in my bag or on my gun. You could actually put this inside your pistol grip. Never have to worry about it. Maybe this will work on something else. It'll actually work on the 4 screws underneath. Maybe it'll work on your magnifier or another part of your gun somewhere. So, would I spend $150 on this? Probably not. But you might. And if you do, just know that you're getting something that's top of the line. Scalarworks mounts are always perfect and beautiful, and this is no exception. Alex, thank you very much for sending this over for review. Very happy to get my hands on all the mounts that I can, and I hope all of you appreciate this as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.
And a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.